Hi. Recently in the evening I connected my computer to the internet and what I saw there just shocked me. I was horrified to discover that modern youth knows absolutely nothing about the classics of the gaming industry, particularly masterpieces like GTA 3. And so I decided to fix this, and today I will tell you about this iconic game. And here we see the Liberty City Bank, which was apparently just robbed. Meet the main character, Claude, also known as the speechless, unmotivated cocksucker. Apparently the robbery was a success and our main character is about to escape with his partners when suddenly we get introduced to another character, our already ex-girlfriend Catalina, or simply a slut. She says she's very ambitious and shoots us straight in the heart in every sense. After that we are shown a newspaper from which we learn that our boy Claude will be scrubbing toilets in the local prison for the next 10 years. And so our boy is off to experience the charms of prison life when suddenly this idyll is interrupted by bandits attacking our convoy. Apparently they came to rescue some important mafia member who by a lucky twist of fate happened to be in the same vehicle as Claude.
Senor Dickhead!
What? Senor Dickhead, that was a very offensive insult back in those days. So please, don't laugh guys. The mobsters rescue their grandpa and our loser takes advantage of it, escaping from the police car along with P. Diddy. Oh, right. And at that moment the bridge explodes. Our bodies somehow survive, but we know it's all thanks to our Lord Jesus Christ. Our black brother says he's got a place where we can crash at his crib, and I'm all for it. We arrive at his place, change clothes, and head out to meet his buddy for the first mission, Luigi's Girls. We are greeted by a young mafia pimp Luigi, who tells me to pick up one of his prostitutes from the hospital. If you don't mess this up, maybe there'll be more work for you. Okay, I mean, how much of the degenerate do you have to be to fail the first mission? Okay, we're close. There she is. Oh, fuck! Alright, prostitute, this time I'm definitely getting you there. What's this puddle of blood? Are you on your period or something? Oh, you little brats, listening to your K-pop and ADM these days. But that's all nonsense compared to the music in GTA 3. To this melodic tune, I delivered Misty back to Luigi. I take an next job from Luigi where we find out that some creep is pushing a new drug called Spank to the Luigi's ladies of the night. Because of this, he asks me to take him out. No problem. I quickly grabbed a bat and headed to the part where we see this scumbag pushing Spunk to our girls. I won't stand for that, so I smashed his head in with the bat. After that I took his car, got it repainted, and delivered it to Luigi's garage, for which I got $4,000. Not too bad. The next mission from that idiot Luigi is Drive Misty for me. The son of the mafia Don, Joe Leone, wants a hooker brought to him and we've got to deliver her. I grab a car and head out to pick up this chick. Come on, move those buns, you dumb slut. You know women don't have rights. And that's how we get introduced to Joey, who we can now take missions from as well. Am I gonna play with your big end again? Oh, she's talking about a range, guys. They're fixing the cars together, not talking about sex, okay? Please don't slap an age restriction on this video. I'm dragging my hairy ass again to meet Luigi. He tells us that some jerk from the Diablo gang is interfering with the business and we need to take care of them. We are introduced to the ammunition for the first time and also given a pistol. Awesome. I catch up with these pimps on my car and successfully send them to deliver prostitutes to Jesus himself. And I rush to the last mission from Luigi, where he tells us that the local cops want to throw an old school party with blackjack and hookers. Alright. And I need to deliver the prostitutes to the police station. Since there was no big pimp mobile nearby, I had to take the small one. And so I took the first prostitute, the second. After that I got lucky and found a big pimp mobile. So I picked up 3 more prostitutes and brought them to the police station, and I think that's enough from them. And by the way, this was the most realistic mission in GTA 3. This is exactly what the cops do all day. Next we go to Joey, who tells us that the Forelli brothers haven't returned his money and asks us to take one of the brothers' car to our friend P. Diddy, so he can rig it with explosives. Yeah, he also deals with that. Okay, that's not a problem for me. Come on, P. Diddy, rig it. Yep. Oh god, he walks so slowly. Let's check the news in the meantime. Okay, let's check the BBC news. Okay, actress Gal Gadot had terrifying blood clot. Gadot says youngest daughter born during emergency surgery after blood clot found in actress brain. Oh my god, that's terrifying. I return to Joy, where he tells us that a Chinese guy selling noodles in Chinatown is also dealing spank and I need to take him out. No racism, bro, just take out the slant-eyed jerk. I came to carry out the execution, but that sack of crap started running away. But I still caught up with him. The next mission from Joey is Van Heist, where Joey says we need to hijack an armored van. And Claude is like, alright. Oh god, why does it take so little damage? After wrecked 3 cars and half an hour of my nerves, I finally hijacked the van. And after I delivered it to the garage, I got the coveted 20,000 bucks. Basically, the same amount I make at the factory in an hour. After that, Joey wants to introduce me to Tony Cipriani. And Tony is like, hi, I'm Tony Cipriani. Joey asks me to take Tony to his mom's restaurant, but this half-wit Tony wants to stop by the laundromat on Triad territory. Really, what could possibly go wrong?
Ido, we're gonna have to drown you.
Why not try?
Idiot. After that, I still drove him home. Get out of here, you piece of lard. And now we can take missions from Tony as well, but we will finish with Joey first. I return to our ranch enthusiasts and he asks us to take a car with bodies in a trunk to the scrap yard. Well, it's not really a big deal for me, but okay. Look, there really are bodies in the trunk. And this is how cars are destroyed in the crusher. Looks like this video needs to be moved to the educational section. You could only take a mission from Joey at a certain time, so I went to Tony. Tony is fuming because the Triads don't fear him, and at the same time his mom is scolding him.
Yes, Ma.
Tony wants us to blow up the Triad vans so they start respecting him. Well, okay. 1, 2, 3. After that I rush to Joey, who tells us that his guys are planning to rob a bank and I need to be their driver. Well, okay. I draw the guys and that's how robberies happen. Very exciting, I must say. Well, I took them back to the safe house and got my $30,000. I arrived at Tony's, but he's not at home right now. However, his mom tells us that he left us a note from which we learned that the laundry is ready to pay and I need to collect the money. Okay. And just as I collected the money, the Triads showed up and decided to throw me a gangbang party. But thank God I had some divine protection and I managed to fend them off and deliver the money to Tony. The next mission is Salvatore called the meeting. The Don is gathering his family and we need to pick them up. First we'll pick up at Joey, Luigi, and then Tony. Oh god, he walks so slowly. Come on, hurry up, you fat piece of crap. You definitely gotta go to the gym. After making my way through a ton of Triads, I reached Don Salvatore's mansion, and now, as you can probably guess, we can take missions from him too. The first mission is called Chaperon. The Don tells us to take his lady to a party, but the dame turned out to be not very tactful, calling me a dog. But on the other hand, all Claude ever does is run around fulfilling other people's whims. He's a dog, a passive, unmotivated piece of crap. On the way I stopped by some guy for a joint and then dropped the lady off at the party. And once again I have to sit in the car while someone else is having fun inside. But this whole idyll is interrupted by the cops, as usual, and now I have to save the esteemed lady's ass and take her back to Don Leon. And like a noble knight, of course, I saved this stinking junkie.
You know, I enjoyed myself for the first time in a long while, and
And do you know what just happened? It's called love. After that, I went to Tony, but once again, he had left a note saying that it's war with the Triads, and we need to destroy their group stationed on the streets. After that, the streets of Liberty City turned into complete chaos. The Triads are fighting with mafia, prostitutes are screwing goats, and as for me, I'm getting started on the Triad genocide. Successfully completed. The next mission for Tony is blow fish. He asks us to blow up the fish factory that belongs to the Triads. And Claude like, well, okay. On the rigged garbage truck I drive into the factory, plant the bomb, and just look at this. Wow, what effects! You might think, what's so special about this? But back in 2001, we were losing our minds over effects like these. Just look at this, everything here got blown to hell. I went back to the old man. He says there is a rat in the family and he suspects it's Curly Bob, so I need to conduct an investigation. So I followed him from Luigi's place. Upon arrival, we see that this idiot is spilling mafia business to our ex, the same slut who betrayed us at the beginning of the game, and her new body. And all of this for a dose of drugs. Of course, I did what Don Leone asked and took him down in a tough duel. Now Leone says it's time to finish off the triads and blow up the ship where they're making spunk. We head to our brother from another mother, and he's like, take this boomstick, you will cover me while I plant the bombs. So off we went to the ship. So upon arrival, I took a sniper position and... Run, man, run! Oh yeah, just like the first time. 150,000 is a worthy payment. The last mission for Leone is last request. The old man asks us to take a car with corpses to the crusher, and Claude is like, okay. And just as I was about to reach the car, a message comes through on the pager from the junkie Don Leone's babe, telling me it's a trap and that we need to meet at the port. No. Damn. On the second attempt, I finally reached the destination, and it turns out that Don Leone thought we were doing sexing behind his back and decided to take me out. That's so sweet, she doesn't want me to be killed, and we run away together. Now we meet the character who helps us, a Japanese woman named Asuka, and we are sailing to her place in a second, previously locked part of the city. Asuka lets us stay at her warehouse. Well, thanks. Upon meeting Asuka, she's with Yakuza, as you might have guessed. She says she will give me work only if I prove that I've cut all ties with the mafia, which means I have to take out old man Salvatore. Well, why not? After all, he's an old bastard. There he goes, the old piece of shit.
I gotta go on vacation.
You know, it seems like the mafia isn't too bothered about the loss of Don Salvatore. In the next mission, Asuka introduces us to her brother Kenji, who also has work for us. I need to deal with the remaining mafia members who want to take revenge on Claude, so after all they didn't like the Don's murder. Quite a decent disguise, I must say. I also completed some side missions, specifically if you pick up the phone at the payphone near Joey's garage, you will get a few tasks from a guy who's handling his business matters. Basically, you have to drive around a few times and bring him the people he needs, with whom he does this in his garage. After that, as the per classic routine, you have to get rid of cars in the crusher. But here is the last guy we bring to him.
Carl, hi. I need more time to get your money. But if you just step into my office...
It's far too late for that, Marty. You had your chance, but now I'm taking over the business.
He takes out our very own client. And there is another phone near the house of Misty, the prostitute. In the first mission, we are offered to participate in a street race, and I being someone who handles the car better than my own meat stick, naturally finished the first. Next, it's about blowing up a mafia using an ice cream van. In the next mission we burn all the nonsense out of the triads, dodging them with a flamethrower. And in the last mission we have to collect photos of our client scattered all over the city. And what happened to Claude next, you will find out in the next video. But that's all for today. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, play good games, and see you in the next one. Claude just escaped a deadly betrayal by the Leones. Now he's out for revenge in Staunton Island. In part 1 we followed Claude's rise in Portland until Salvatore set him up. Luckily Asuka saved him. Now in part 2 we'll dive into his new alliances in Staunton Island, his final showdown with Catalina, and the shocking GTA 3 ending. Stick around for insane missions, new betrayals, and my take on that vile ending. Like and subscribe to catch more GTA stories. We start with the mission for Kenji, and Claude walks up looking like he's about to punch Kenji in the face. But no, he just wants work, and Kenji says he needs to break some Yakuza guy out of prison and bring him to the dojo. No problem for me. I am requisitioning a car from the cops. Don't worry guys, I'll leave it near the police station. Now we are planting a bomb in it. And after that we leave the car near the station, as I promised to the cops. We take this dude with us and requisition a new car from the cops. I'm sorry guys. And we drive this guy to the dojo. Don't ask why I showed up in a different car, let's just say there was a little trouble with the previous one on the way. The next mission for Kenji has a very loud name, Grand Theft Auto. We need to deliver the cars from the list to the garage within a certain time limit. Well, that's no problem for me. 1, 2, 3. Back to Kenji again, and this time he tells me they've got some beef with Colombians who are trying to screw them over in a drug deal. So my job, steal a Colombian car, pay them a little visit with some gentle persuasion, and bring the money back to the Yakuza casino. No problem. Excuse me sir, I really like your car with the tiger print seats, so I'll be taking it. We arrive at the meeting with the Colombians, quickly take care of them. And grab the briefcases full of cash. We also need to cover our tracks by destroying the cars. Oops. Well, in war everyone takes losses. Time to return the money to the casino.
To be true.
Again we take a mission from Kenji, who once again needs us to collect money from the businesses under his protection and return it to the Yakuza casino.
So we can enter it into the casino accounts.
1, 2, and when we arrived at the third business, the owner tells us that we are useless enforcers and that some guys have already taken our money, so now I have to rush to Portland and deal with these punks. So I grab my hairy balls in my fist and rush like a bullet to deal with those guys. In a very tactical way, I take out the thieves and grab the cash. And now I need to take the money back to Kenji. Okay. Overall, the missions are getting tougher and I replay each one at least once. So I will replay this one too. Having done it all again, I'm taking the money back to Kenji. What the fuck? No, come on, tell me. Is this place cursed or what? Why do I get blow up there in a second? For the third time, I won't make that mistake again and I will drive through the damn tunnel to that damn Kyrgyz Kenji. I get back to our Korean Kenji and he tells me I did a shitty job and that the Colombian cartel is still pushing spank on the city streets and I need to deal with it. What a mustached bastard. I've been busting my ass for him non-stop, but fine, I will do the job. Running people over in Definitive Edition is fun and satisfying, so I think this mission is awesome. And by the way, that was the last mission for Kenji, and now the map only shows missions for Asuka, so I'll be running errands for her next. And while Asuka and Maria are off shopping, I need to have some fun with the journalist who is messing with the Yakuza's business. And for this, we take a police boat and head out for the interview with the journalist. I head back to Asuka and she says I need to deliver cash to a corrupt, dirty cop. And this bastard makes me run 4 times from phone to phone all over the city just to meet me in a public toilet in the city's central park. Real secure hideout. And this cop says it's not him who is corrupt, it's the world that's corrupt. Oh, real philosophical thoughts, sure. And of course he says if we ever need work, we can always find him in the shitter. Without straying far from the toilet, I went back to Ray and he says some guy betrayed him and he wants me to shut him up. I flew to this loser like it was a fire and the grenade said nope twice, finally naded on the third. Finally got the hang of tossing grenades and lobbed one under the garage. Run dude, but you can't outrun the boom. I got back to Asuka and she hits me with this. Our cop on the payroll says there is an undercover cop on our tail too and we've gotta take him out. No problem. Then I head back to our toilet gnome. Claude is hunting for him among the stalls and here is
Hey, kid, over here.
Ray is sitting on the can, barking orders, and now we've gotta help some soldier boy wend off the cartel. I roll up to the soldier guy and he's all chatty.
Well, 3 arms are better than 1, so grab whatever you need.
So I grab some guns and shred the mafia. Now we can buy all sorts of toys from this dude, including a bazooka. Back to Ray, who's once again holed up in the bathroom. He's giving me orders again, and now I have to save another corrupt cop who's been up to no good, like throwing the rave parties in the morgue. There is a ton of dirt piled up on him and I need to destroy it. And here I just need to ram the car and collect the evidence. Oh no, I had to replay it. After stuffing a box of dirty underwear into the car, I blew it up. I get back to Ray and he's finally out of his stall, probably done shitting. Then he tells me I need to kill his snitch partner who loves to fish. I open the cop bolt, and if you didn't know, that's how fishing's done. That's what I call a handy life hack. After a little chase, this dude blows up. I roll up to Ray again and he tells me I'm a total moron because the dude who blew up on the boat somehow survived. Now I've got to finish him off for good. Fine, I'll go do it. We catch up to the ambulance hauling this bastard and ram it. He tumbles out, but damn it, bullets won't get through that armored body cast. I even try running him over, but finally I had to blow him up. Now I've arrived at D marker, and it turns out it's businessman Donald Love. He's asking us to save his Asian friend. Yep, the same old guy who rode with Claude to prison. Turns out the cartel kidnapped him to extort cash from Donald, so now I've got to go rescue that geezer. And there he is. I successfully drive the old geezer to the drop-off. In the next mission from Donald, he asks us to start a war between the Colombian cartel and the Yakuza by killing the Yakuza leader Kenji to crush the real estate prices. Well, fine. I never liked that Kazakh anyway. We need to find a cartel car, but it turns out I already drove up in one, so I head straight to the Yakuza. We spot our Uzbek in the parking lot with his goons, so I slam into him full speed with the car and pull off a wild jump from the roof. And now we destroy the car to get rid of the evidence. Yep, that's exactly how I planned it. No, I didn't flip over because I've got clumsy hands and can't drive a car. I get back to Donald Love and he's there with the old man, both of them grinning like idiots. Donald tells me he's cooked up some genius plan to smuggle banned goods. A plane's gonna fly over, drop packages into the water, and I've gotta to collect them all. Truly mastermind stuff. I open the boat, and if anyone knows what kind of stuff could be in those packages, please drop it in the comments. Every package I snack in the boat cranks my wanted level up by the last one. I've got 6 freaking stars, so I hit the boat on the road to swap for a car, but there is this cursed semi-truck nearby that won't fit in a damn spray shop. So I grab a dinky ride, slap a new paint job on it, and cruise away like a pro. Easy. Right then, a new mission from Ray pops up, but I will finish with Donald first. Now this businessman says the cargo I grabbed was just a decoy, the real goods are still on the plane now parked at the airport, and I've gotta get it. Alright, I take my hat off, the plan wasn't half bad. During this mission, they fixed the bridge leading to the third part of the city, where the airport's located. Turns out those cartel bastards are already here. And, of course, there is jack shit left in the plane. But we check out the car and figure out that ones like it are at the construction site in the second part of the city. I'm flying to the construction site like a bullet to throw the cartel a good old bukkake party. And once everyone's down for a nap, Claude hops on the lift and rises up like a James Bond. And oh, surprise! At the top, Claude finds a hooker with her boyfriend. For some reason, I can't quite figure out, Claude fires into the air instead of just taking them out. And then, Catalina, being her dramatic self, shoots her partner and dives off from God knows what high into the sandboxes. Then Asuka shows up to the party, thinking that mustache bastard killed her brother. She has no idea it was actually Claude, so she basically tells me to come back later. The upcoming missions for Donald are pretty grim. The first one has you escorting Donald's associate and a truck full of cargo in an armored vehicle to a safe spot, all while fighting off waves of cartel thugs. Next up, you've gotta play the role of bait, running from the cops with a full 6 stars wanted level, surviving for a whole 3 minutes. Not exactly a walk in the park, I will tell you that. And once again, when I came back to Donald, he was gone. Your guess is as good as mine, so drop your theories in the comments. Personally, I think he took off on vacation with some ladies aboard his fancy yacht. After that, Ray pops back up on the radar. He says the nice fellas from the FBI want to relocate him from a public toilet straight into a prison cell. Naturally, he's not too thrilled about that idea, so he asks me to drive him to the airport instead. And after I drop that clown off, he hands me the keys to his stash, a whole pile of weapons and a military-grade jeep just sitting there waiting for the action. Now I'm heading back to Asuka at the construction site. She's already squeezed some info out of Catalina's boy toy. Turns out that bitch hired 3 squads of hitmen to take me out. Asuka's plan? I play the bait and lure those killers straight into a trap. No problem, I'm always up for a little ambush. I pick up the trail of the hitmans, first one, the second one, and lead them straight into the trap, like ducks in a row. After that, I make a quick run for the third group of hitmen, and just like the others, they were taken out with ease. I head back to our Japanese associate, who is still busy squeezing info out of Miguel. Now he's saying our ex is pushing Spank through coffee stands. Great. Our job? Track them down and wipe them off the map. We start by taking out all Spank stands in Staunton Island first. One by one, no mercy, no leftovers. After that, we wipe out all the remaining stands in Portland. And finally, we take all the Spank stands in Shoreside Valley. The last nail in the coffin. I head back to Asuka and guess who's there? Maria lending a hand, She's surprisingly happy to see me too.
Hey, babe!
Asuka tells us that Catalina is flying in a shipment of drugs by plane, and it's my job to shoot it down from a boat and collect all the goods. No problem, I got this. I park the boat and wait for the plane. There it is, the damn crop dusters finally coming in. And of course the spank starts dropping from the sky. I scoop it all up and head back to Asuka. And when we return, we are hit with the terrible news. The mustached guy and Asuka are dead and Maria is missing. A note reveals the ugly truth that Catalina is behind all of it. She's taking Maria hostage and wants $500,000 for her release. So I'm racing like a bullet to save my love. Cartel security gives Claude a look over. We spot the bitch, and yeah, she really does have Maria. She checks if the money is all there, then hits us with the classic "ha ha ha, I fooled you, kill him." Claude pulls out the gun in slow motions and the chase is on. She takes off in the chopper and I'm right on her tail, fighting my way through waves of cartel thugs. One wrong move and they will shoot you in the back without hesitation. As I finally close in on Catalina, she jumps back in her damn helicopter again. But I'm done chasing, it's time to end this, I'm going to finish her off. She blows something up, but I don't give a damn. I finish off the thugs and save my chick. I grab the RPG and blow that bitch out of the sky for good. Beautiful, huh? Romantic even. And under some calming music, we see Claude and Maria walking off into new life together. And just like that, GT3 comes to an end. And that's the legendary game give the birth to entire genre. I had a blast playing it, and if you enjoy it too, don't forget to drop a like and subscribe to the channel. This was Kozak, see you in the next one.